desire for
Okay,
adventure.
we've got a new Pop Frog Popstar video here today. We're going to be talking about the new Ascension announcement for the new season. We're going to be taking a quick look at some hidden details in the video and just talking a little bit about it. This also, we have reached 200 subs, so we're going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway. We're going to give away the support chip. Well, should I do this closer to... No, I want to do it for my 200 subs. I think I should do it closer to the server. We're going to give away the supporters war chest, you know, like the big chest that goes with this season, to a subscriber in the comments. So if you want to enter the giveaway, you need to be a subscriber, you need to comment. We'll pick the winner a little bit closer to this launching, which is on the 28th. So comment below if you want to participate in that. Anyway, moving on, we're going to talk about this. The release date, spoiler alert, October 28th, which puts it 3 days after the pre-patch. So I will... it's kind of a tough spot. But it's just pre-patch. So I'm going to play the pre-patch a little bit, and then I guess we'll go to this. And play this for a few days. You know, kind of go hard on this for a few days, and then maybe do some more pre-patch. I don't know. We'll see how the we'll see how the season is, okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at it, okay? Okay, we're going to be skipping around.
Have been laid through the flames of determination to unleash your creativity in every way you've ever imagined. Your desire for adventure burns stronger than ever, and in Season 8, that fire is unleashed. New World Forge enchant...
Hold on a second. The World Forged enchant. Okay, so spoiler alert, I've already watched the video. So now we're watching it again with you guys. We're going to soak up some details, okay? This first icon. This, I think, is the Arugel World Forge Arcane Missile buff enchant, or Arcane Missile transformation, or whatever. This also probably has to do with Arugel. So these two, I would assume these three are something different. But these two? Okay, this spell right here, is it this? I think it might be.
And exploration. New masteries unlock. New power is yours to command.
New table of pets, looks like those elementals.
The world is revitalized, rekindling dungeons, raids, and breathing new life into the world. A world that will test your mettle as much as sate your bloodlust. Essential is to join your adventure with tens of thousands of other players.
Okay, I love this. Join your adventure with tens of thousands of other players. Okay, so Zen here with the crystal ball on the numbers that we're going to be seeing. Okay, listen, no shade on him. That's just a funny thing to say. Okay. Also, I want to say they've got a new YouTube channel. Very bold of them as well. I swear, if my channel gets stricken because I am looking at y'all's video, I have a big problem, okay? Gonna be a big problem.
Here's all at once, progressing through expansions as you experience the greatest adventure in Azeroth yet, from start to finish. On Season 8...
Progressing to TBC. Okay, so no Wrath of Lich King yet. Womp womp.
...is unleashed. More exploration, more adventure, more choice. It's the culmination of 7 years worth of efforts to let you forge your class.
7 years now, Wrath of the Lich King.
This season is the greatest opportunity for new heroes and veterans alike.
I'm not bitter. I know it sounds like I am.
On Ascension, you get to do it all.
Except Wrath of the Lich King. Okay, I'll stop. Okay. Now hold on a second here. That was Heroic Leap that they just used. So they used Heroic Leap and then it spawned these tentacles. Something to think about.
Harness new ways to sway the hands of fate. Master new spells and abilities. Tame the elements.
Hold on. What was this ice?
Master new.
Okay, Feign Death turns you into a box. Okay. They're showing Ring of Frost, which in the teasers on the Discord, they've also shown Ring of Frost be cast, and it looks like The Ring of Frost we know. But this is Frostbolt Volley we're looking at right here. Interesting.
Tame the elements.
Tame the elements. I did a little looking at what are elementals. A lot of things that I thought were elementals are actually giants. But as soon as this launches, okay, we go after every elemental and we hit you guys with a video on that ASAP.
Delve into revitalized dungeons.
Okay, revitalized dungeons.
Half of the to unlock Unleashed.
Whoop.
Season 8 is the result of Ascension to
Hold on a second. Okay, we know all these spells.
Half of the first of season 4.
Okay. We know all of these spells. What I'm looking at right here is the stuff on the bottom, seeing if we spy anything.
To reap the rewards of a world unleashed. Season 8 is the result of Ascension's ultimate goal. To unlock your potential, discover your
serpent form. Ooh, I love how this looks. You know, I was really disappointed when these were not playable on live. But serpent form, so we see. Okay, the bar doesn't look quite like this in game, but we can see here serpent form. Probably replaces shadow form or something. So what is this? Poisons with. Okay, so this is going to be like a rogue shadow dots, perhaps. Interesting. At least if we're going off of this, because it's mutilate, envenom, poisons, devouring plague, haunt. Gosh, I hope we don't have to cast haunt in melee. That would be brutal. Okay, but still, anyway. But that's what seems to be going on here. Interesting.
Build and forge your fantasy classless hero in the world that you love. Join us now as we cover the new features in detail so that you'll be equipped to proceed.
Okay, cover the features in detail. Let's see if we get the detail.
Forward. Season 8 is an adventure to explore your unbound potential and harness it.
Now, hold on a second.
Season 8.
Zen, we're going to need the details on this. Okay, Zen, we're going to need the details. This guy does something, knocks him back. Knocks his bear back. It had an animation like it was a melee hit. A melee knockback. But it didn't use the Spartan kick animation. So that's something new. I think.
Potential and heart.
And the hunter was just knocked back a little bit too, so when the bear hit the hunter, he got knocked back? Huh. That's not very useful if you're a melee character, but it's something to see.
Using it to defeat challenges known and unknown. And as you unleash your build's true power, you'll use it to overcome trials and find there's still more to discover. And that the nostalgic world you love holds. Ascension has grown larger than ever. League 3 and Season 7 both set records for highest population for their respective game modes. And that means that
I would like to know what these populations were. I know it was a large number. I'd just be curious to know what the real number was.
There's an exceptional.
But it definitely was a lot of people. I'm not saying it wasn't a lot of people. It was a huge amount of people. I'd be curious to know what the real, what the exact number was. It was hard to really get a gauge on it with all like the phasing and such.
For both game modes, with many of the new features and a bigger population.
Okay, so this is really good. This is really good. What they're saying is that Free Pick is gonna get the new stuff with the new realm. See, last time Free Pick didn't get stuff until way later. It was really lame. So it's great that they're adding that in right away.
Season 8, the bigger enjoy either realm at any time. We've uncovered many of the hidden secrets that.
This is the Shaman Raid Finder set. Is this already available? I love the way it looks. It's Nighthold Shaman Raid Finder is where you get this. Wonder if we'll be able to get this for free.
Make the adventure so grand. World Forge enchantments arrive.
Fire Heroic Leap.
On Season 8 to reinvigorate.
Hold on a second.
The thrill.
This is the stuff we really gotta watch. Shadow Waste Bolt.
On Season 8.
Okay, let's slow it down. Y'all, this is the stuff we're here to see. We're gonna mute it. Okay, so Blink, Arugel's Blink. I bet that's an epic. Storm Guard. Although. Okay, it's Fire Heroic Leap. We already can tell what that is. Storm Guard. Did this proc when he blocked? Is that what we're seeing? Do you block and it procs that? Okay. Oh, Arugel's Blink. He's not even in the frame here. Okay, so it's... I bet this is an epic. That looks nice. It's probably not very good, but it does aesthetically it's pleasing. If that's an epic enchant, though, do you want to give up an epic so your blink does shadow bolts? Probably not, right? Be cool if if the whole Arugel thing was like all together, so it was like a legendary, all of it baked in together, but I don't think that's happening. Shadow Waste Bolt. Okay, well I love how this looks. So aesthetically, these are very pleasing. Shadow Waste Bolt. See, Zen, you said you were going to tell us everything, but you're not telling us what these do. Oh, let's get your speed back. Yikes.
Are enchantments scattered throughout the world, adding greater depth, exploration, and adventure to your experience. With Worldforged enchantments,
I'm just going to say Ascension Community. Ascension Community. Listen up, Ascension Community. If you guys are out here finding these and then not telling anyone how you got them, I'll be very disappointed in you.
you'll unlock new
Dark Flame Blast Wave.
types based on boss spells
This looks nice.
and other powerful
Defias Gunslinger.
based on where the enchantment is.
Herod's, okay.
Every location you explore,
Defias Gunslinger again.
discover something amazing and new that you've never seen before, potentially transforming your hero and changing the entire way you play.
Okay, this Disciple of Arugel, this is what I saw earlier. This is using Arcane Bolt's like sound, so I assume this is like an Arcane Bolt transformation. Arcane Missiles, I'm sorry, Arcane Missiles.
If you choose to harness it,
Arcanist
this
Explosion?
means that your exploration could unlock new
Hey, Carrion
paths
Swarm,
along
whatever.
your journey, making it more rewarding and
He threw that and then Earthquake procs.
worthwhile than ever before.
And look, it was stunning some of them just like Earthquake can do. Interesting. I wonder if they had a cast time.
If you want to obtain these powerful Worldforged enchantments, you'll have to discover them yourself. Explore the world and find hidden enchantments scattered throughout Azeroth. You'll find them in dungeons, raids, chests from creatures, hidden merchants, quest chains, and more. Worldforged enchantments are not tradable. Everyone
not tradable.
to search up the Worldforged enchantment and copy you. This means that enchantments you discover and earn make you truly unique. Additionally, these enchantments are realm-wide once added to your collection. This means once you unlock a Worldforged enchantment, you can use it across all of your art.
Okay, but Season, you're not telling us everything like you said you would, okay? Are these legendary enchants? Are they their own thing? Can you use this with other stuff? I bet these are legendary enchants. I bet they are. If there's already been a Q&A where they answered this, I'm sorry.
Worldforged enchantments are tailored towards the
Syndicate Sniper
content
Shot?
you discovered it. You won't have to farm
Looks
PvE
interesting.
content to unlock a powerful PvP enchantment and vice versa.
You won't have to farm PvE content to farm a powerful to get a powerful PvP enchant. Okay, Zen, I'm gonna hold you to that one.
Worldforged enchantments imbue new life into your adventure in Azeroth. Do the content you enjoy, and you just might find. When adventuring throughout Azeroth, there are times when you need the right tool for the right job, where a certain spell or skill would
Okay, we're just gonna go over this part really quick.
additional tools on classics.
What's happening here is if you have like Aspect of the Hawk, you can learn Aspect of the Cheetah and Aspect of the Monkey. You can learn those for just ability essence instead of them costing additional like rare or epic slots. Like see down here, like you've got these like purple nodes and these legendary nodes and stuff, so and these blue nodes. So like if you learn Aspect of the Hawk and Aspect of the Monkey currently, it would take 2 of these nodes, but now instead it's just going to take 1, so you can have all the aspects, which will cost you, if there's like 4 aspects, it will cost you 8 ability essence, but only 1 of these blue things. Which this is okay. They said traps is one of the things that this includes, so that's going to really help that Firewatch build. But yeah, like the seals, I don't know any. You know, I would just rather have more spells than be able to switch seals, I think. I don't know. Yeah, aspects, seals, fire totems. You know, this is pretty cool. It's whatever. Very good if you're a if you want to play that Firewatch build though, because currently they had to give up so much to get their traps. Talent loadouts, yeah. Not much to say about it. Let's skip that part. Okay, this is a funny little part. So this, they're talking about swapping an ability card. So this, like currently, or like the last season, if you got, like, it really give you 2 legendaries and then sometimes a third one, but after that, like, you wouldn't really see anymore. So it was in your best interest if you wanted a legendary, like a specific one, to just not pick one until you got the one you wanted. It really wasn't that hard to get the one you wanted in my experience, but you certainly, you know, like while you're leveling stuff, you'd avoid all the other ones, which I think I'm still going to do, because it says they'll show up again and you'll be able to swap them potentially, but you'd have to like get lucky and roll a swap. So I think it's still in your best interest to just not pick these if it's not the perfect one for you. So I don't think this really does anything. Maybe if you're like being really casual. We'll see how it is. I'm skeptical of this change. I don't think this really is going to do very much. But they sure talk about it a lot. You know, it's whatever. It's a positive. I mean, it's good they're trying something. But I don't think it's going to really be the fix, you know? I don't think it's going to be the fix.
Current cap, how many marks of Ascension you have, and what specialization.
Okay, yeah, this is great. Like not having to click a million times with Silas. That was so cringe.
And Silas
okay.
can finally have over how to express yourself on your adventure. Season 8 continues.
Elemental Blast. Elemental Blast is very exciting. Although if you get kicked on Elemental Blast, I think it locks you out of every skull, which is not exciting. Or at least that's how it is on live.
To expand the spells and abilities available on
but it's still very cool.
So that you can play the way you want. Burning rushes, healing rains, orbs, glaives,
Arcane Orb and Glaive Toss, both very nice with their instant.
And more. Expand your choices and the ways you can realize your destiny and separate yourself from the masses. Some of these are core rotational abilities, meaning some
Star Surge.
With these spells.
Star Surge is really nice too. I think it's like if you get kicked, you get locked out of everything too, but still Star Surge is cool. Where's Lava Burst though?
You're able to play.
We need Lava Burst.
New tools to existing archetypes.
Do we not leave Lava Burst?
Unleashing your power means bending the elements to your will, from the spells you choose to the pets you tame. Be in yours that you can control.
Okay, so
and it works just the same as tame
elements, tame elementals.
Types and even unique abilities.
So, let's go back a little bit.
To unleash.
Okay, so here you can see. Of course, you've got the major elementals. You've got these fell ones that are in that BC zone, Burning Crusade zone. Gosh, I cannot remember the name of it. The Burning Crusade zone with the Illidan Ray, Shadow Moon Valley. So embarrassing. Shadow Moon Valley is where you get this green guy. There are also some. They're called like lashers. You know those like plants. You know, some have flower heads, some have like vine heads, like those vine plants that you see somewhere. You can find them on Azure Mist Isle. They appear in the Botanica. They appear in Marudon, I believe, as well. And some other places, of course. Those guys are elementals. The Treants are elementals. Some of the Ancients, like the Ancients of Lore and stuff, those are elementals, but there's not too many of those that are hostile, especially if you're Alliance. So I don't know if you can tame those, but I think there are some hostile ones out there for everybody. A lot of things that I thought were elementals are actually giants, so we'll see. So we'll see what really is an elemental, but I can think, off the top of my head, I can think of at least 12 different families. So we'll go out there, we'll hunt these down and bring that to y'all, but this will be interesting.
Delving into dungeons and raids is an
okay, PvE improvements. This is just a new difficulty, which is swell. Okay, that's very swell, but not much to say about it. Fixing the lockout, which is good. Okay, this. Okay. Fine. Okay, this is a great change. This is how it works on live. They kind of brought the thing over from live, the transmog UI. Hopefully this is account wide. Come on. Make this account wide, guys. This really ought to be account wide. If it's not, that's going to really blow. Surely it's account wide.
Improve both clarity and function. Looking how you want is a huge part of your class fantasy.
Looking how you want is a huge part of your class fantasy, so make sure this is account-wide.
However, the Ascension transmog UI is horrendously outdated. You can't or in your bank
rested.
if you want to use them in new outfits.
This is great. My bank actually looks exactly like this.
Not anymore. Introducing the new transmog UI. With the new transmog UI,
account-wide transmog UIs then, please.
Craft learned. You can easily swap back with add-ons. These new UIs make crafting and
Hey, crafting UI, I don't really have anything to say about that. That's fine.
Seasons are massive adventures, and Season 8 is Ascension's biggest adventure yet. New heart of what the game world forged enchantment.
Okay, no, there's
with more coming as the season goes on. New
spells. We dissect. This is Raging Blow, Kill Shot, Glaive Toss, Burning Rush, Executioner Sentence, Lava Burst. Oh, Lava Burst is coming. Arcane Orb, Twilight Ward. This is, I think on live, this is, well, it depends on the expansion, but this is either a 30-second or a 1-minute cooldown. That's a hammer on the ground that does damage and healing. It's a paladin spell. Star Surge, Shuriken Toss, Crimson Tempest, Soul Swap. If y'all don't know what Soul Swap does, it takes the dots you have on one target unless you put them on another. This is, gosh, I don't remember the name of this, but this was a Pandaria Warrior cooldown. It had a 1-minute cooldown in Pandaria at least, or maybe more than that, but it made your spells do additional damage as bleed over like 10 seconds or whatever. Who knows what it is on here, but that's what I know this icon from. This, I think, is a warrior banner. This was the banner that like debuffed the enemies, I think, not the banner that like increased allies crit damage or whatever. This is the spell being used right here. It's a cone, does damage and slows. That's what it did in Wrath of the Lich King. I assume that's what it does here. This is called Siege Breaker. This is a warrior like fury spell, I think, maybe. It does damage in front of you and reduces their armor or something. And this is Elemental Blast. So there we go. That's what all of these are. Let's say this is Execution Sentence. It's a paladin spell. On live, it's a 1-minute cooldown. Just does a lot of damage. All of its iterations, it's been a 1-minute cooldown that like drops a hammer slowly that does a lot of damage, and then when it ends, it does a bunch again.
Spells, new world.
Okay, so this we can see is confirmed to be Arcane Missiles because you can see this like the sound and like the way it's working.
Enchantments, new.
Defias Gunslinger. Okay, so we look at these spells here. Some sort of custom stealth, some sort of pistol spell, and then Mongoose Bite. And Sinister Strike. Oh, is this another Sinister Strike thing? I hope the gun is its filler, not Sinister Strike. Okay. These spells, the spells its filler are not very exciting, but I like it. The spell itself. I like the gun spell.
New archetypes, new game.
Build draft mode. What does that mean, I wonder? Zen, you said you'd tell us everything.
Modes, updates to existing game modes, new craftables, and new ways with the potential for introduce these big updates.
Okay, things are going to be updated. 4 chapters to the season. Nice.
To your experience in the season, we're meaning all of its upcoming features, new content, and a big boost in population.
Okay, this is another thing. He's using the crystal ball again. Zen the Enchanter. He's using his crystal ball once again. Says a big boost to population for each chapter that comes out, like as if they're adding population via a feature. Anyway, he's probably right. It's just a funny thing to say, you know?
So that during each chapter, you'll know what to expect. Essentially, best in your is you can use the video update to plan for changes and prepare for the next step of your journey. When a video releases, the website timeline will update with all of the upcoming content. Season continues, and more
Okay.
In Season 8, each chapter offers
seasonal rewards.
Jump back in and conquer the season. Every chapter brings new content.
I missed seasonal rewards. This is good.
To keep the adventure exciting.
Exclusive seasonal items. They had these before. There was like one mount. It's a it uses the tiger model, the lion mount, the same lion that the same model that the Alliance get as a guild mount on retail.
identical brand
Called the Golden King. The Golden King is the name of the mount.
Achievements which unlock exclusive items. These achievements are
Yeah, this is one of the old rewards for seasonal.
unique to each chapter. If you don't complete them before the end, they're gone, and the rewards with them. If you do manage to complete these achievements, you'll
Is everything we're seeing, are these all rewards?
points to spend on exclusive rewards. Complete achievement.
Oh, there it is, the Shaman Nighthold Raid Finder again. This has shown up a whole lot in this video. Surely this is a reward.
Get points and claim your rewards. In Season 8, each chapter is its own adventure, complete with unique challenges to overcome. You can find the seasonal tab right here in
This is like a Molten Book of Ascension here. Are we going to get that?
your character advancement UI.
Neato.
And what's more, this season, you get to share these achievements and more between all of your characters.
Based! So account-wide achievements? Hopefully account-wide transmog? Are we also getting account-wide mounts and companion pets? I can't get companion pets we need especially badly. Because, you know, on Ascension you've got all these companion pets that can drop. Like every rare can drop a companion pet version of itself.
Reputations you earn and achievements you unlock
Okay, achievements, reputation, and friends list account-wide. Wonderful.
are yours.
Very good. That's what he's talking about here.
You can
We'll just skip this.
just like it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Achievements over multiple seasons. Nice. So we're syncing all the realms vanity, hopefully. Achievements on any character. I think he mentioned somewhere in this video, maybe I've already passed it, that they've synced up finally. So like if you have mounts on Area 52, you're gonna have those same mounts over here. But I wonder if things like drop mounts, like if I get the human, or like if I get what's a good example? Like if I get Ashes of Valar, I wonder if all my characters will have Ashes of Valar. Probably not. But that would be a good thing to do. Achievements round wide. That's very nice.
The work you put into gaining
Okay, reputations round wide. Good.
your friend, not your another character.
Round wide friends list. It's a nice change.
It updates your fun, progress, and chests and monster nests, gathering materials, and making valuable craftables to either help your guild or sell for a hefty profit was what made TBC High Risk engaging. All of this happened while engaged in adrenaline-filled.
Did y'all enjoy TBC High Risk? Did y'all enjoy the High Risk of last season? I did. I haven't really been reading people's feedback. That's not a dig or anything. I'm genuinely asking. Did y'all like it? I thought it was a good idea. I liked what they did.
PvP combat. This became the lifeblood of High Risk. High Risk in Season 7 Chapter 2 saw more heroes than ever before exploring and fighting in the High Risk open world. In Season 8, Vanilla is getting the overhaul from TBC and more. High Risk is being tailored to the various types of heroes who want to venture into it, and making more sense.
Hold on a second. Spotted something.
To the various types of heroes.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
To venture into it, and making more sense of the systems introduced in Season 7. Mercenary is a new mode that replaces much of the outlines everything High Risk as at any.
Okay, I don't really get this mercenary thing. So Outlaw is gone, I guess? Can only be used in a main city and not in a group. Oh, so is there no more like running into someone in the open world and like you see they're casting criminal and you know they're about to try and pull one over on you? No more of that? That's okay, but you know, that was funny.
Your own faction still gives you criminal intent, making you hostile to NPCs of the same faction.
Is the law gone? Is that whole law reputation thing gone?
Season 8, tier zones transform to more accurately reflect a
Zen, you said you'd tell us everything. Is the law gone? You didn't say.
better balance of higher risk and higher reward. You'll be able to obtain all materials in every tier, letting you find.
Zen, put me in the next video. I'm going to stop you after every sentence and be like, tell us more, tell us more. You're not telling us everything, just like you said.
Find the tier that's right for you, whether you're just interested in collecting materials, or you're a murderous thief, whether you prefer group play or you're a lone wolf. No matter what you want, there's a tier and a zone for you.
Okay, see, this was a big problem. This was a big problem with the thing that we had in TBC because, well, there's not enough TBC zones for everything. That's one thing. But in TBC, you know, you'd have, like, just groups would just take over the highest tier zones, and they'd be off limits, and there was no other, like, high tier solo zone or whatever to go to counteract it. So this is good, what they're doing here.
In tier allows any risk
Okay.
of our tier 1 zones. Ungoro Crater is an honorable combat zone, while Ashara and the Burning Steppes are group zones.
Interesting choice of, Ungoro Crater is definitely a zone I associate with groups of players fighting me at the same time. Like, I've just been 1v5'd so many times in Ungoro Crater, like leveling, but like, you know, when high risk leveling used to be a thing, I just remember finding so many groups in Ungoro Crater, so it's kind of funny. As Ashara, that's what I would have picked as the solo zone. Although I guess there's a raid boss here, and that kind of messes with it. So Ungoro Crater, Ashara, and Burning Steppes. Ungoro Crater, there's really nowhere to hide and farm. But in both of these zones, there are quite a few places to hide and farm. So even though they're group zones, these might actually be easier to, if you're just looking to kind of sneakily get high-risk materials farmed. Ungoro Crater is a disaster. Like, if you're not really ready to fight people, Ungoro Crater, like, the way it's shaped, there's really nowhere to hide. Zone shaped like a circle, you know, players can just run the circle and find you. But I'd definitely recommend these two zones for sure if you want a sneaky farm.
Core materials and normal blood-forged gear. Additionally, while you slay enemies and gather spoils, you might attract. They have a chance demon materials likely leave with spoils from your adventure, without risking your precious gear.
Okay.
Spell commutation to drop gold instead, without risking their gear outright.
Okay, tier 2 zones. See, I never would use a tier 2 zone, I don't think.
Tier 2 zones drop core materials, demon materials from creatures.
Because you lose so much gold that dying feels really crazy. I'd rather just wear less good gear and go to tier 3 zones, I think.
And normal blood-forged gear.
We'll see.
Tier 2 zones are Eastern and Western Zone, and normal
blood-forged gear. This implies that blood-forged gear is not in the tier 1 zones?
The tier 2 zones are East 1 honorable.
Okay.
Tier 3 zones are for the most offer no heroes seeking sweat and Kong.
Okay, I know I've skipped most of the parts, but they actually say the word sweat a lot, and they keep saying the word sweat in the like there was like troll sweat or something. I just saw sweat. I just feel like I've seen the word sweat and used like by Ascension staff so many times. I wonder if that's like a collective unconscious kind of thing. You know, everyone's got sweat on their minds. You know, sweat is a very common sexual interest as well. So maybe there's a little bit of kinkiness going on the dev team. I'm not really sure, but sweat keeps coming up, and look like the passion Zen says it with. Anyway, don't read too much into that like I have, but just something to think about, okay? Okay, no for commutation. Yeah.
Will drop gear. The only tier 3 zones are Silithus and Winterspring.
Silithus and Winterspring. Those are both on the same continent. Okay. Silithus and Winterspring. Huh. Winterspring has some places you can kind of sneaky farm. Silithus? The mobs are kind of hard in Silithus.
Ensuring that no matter where you go, there will be
like the sneaky farm spot mobs are kind of hard, is what I mean.
Challengers present. Winterspring is a 1v1 honorable combat zone, and Silithus is a group PvP zone.
Winterspring is the 1v... Okay, that makes sense.
Travel to these zones at your peril, but if you do, you can use tier 3 zones to acquire most materials and exclusive heroic blood-forged gear, so that you can PvP like a sweat king.
He said it again. Listen. What did I tell you? What did I tell you guys? Okay.
These updates ensure that heroes can venture into high risk, knowing there is a place tailored for the experience they want to have. Whether you're slaying hordes of monsters in Tier 1, raising the stakes for additional rewards in Tier 2, or seeking conquest and glory in material events are located.
Okay, material events kind of the same. Material events are going to be kind of the same, except if you don't have the profession, you can still like mine the nodes and stuff.
Everyone can participate in these, have the profession, so you're never limited to.
Yeah, there it is.
Material are a base material everywhere.
Sanguine material
obtained from event areas marked on the map. Demon materials, PvP. High risk
used to craft PvP essentials. Okay.
will never require both core and demon materials, meaning you'll
Oh, never both. That's
know
nice.
exactly where to go to get the materials you need and have more opportunities to get them. It also ensures that a market exists for these materials at all times. Slaying monsters and other heroes isn't the only way to get gear in high risk. Heroes who want to venture out into the open world can now discover blood-bound chests.
Eagle eyes on this part.
Nests. In Season 8, the hunt doesn't end when you open a hidden cache or beast nest. Now, when you open one of these hidden treasures, you'll receive a
lot of sweat.
A blood-bound chest.
Oh, sorry, a blood-bound chest.
Blood-bound chests contain heroic blood-forged gear. However, it's not so easy to unlock the treasures within. Looting a blood-bound chest afflicts you with no retreat, blocking all teleportation and Hearthstone effects until you can pry it open, meaning you'll have to escape your
Okay, see, look at this. He doesn't mount. Can you not mount?
And make it back to town alive. To open a chest and retrieve the treasures within, you'll need to take it back to a sanguine workbench and
she will not be sweating wearing something like this. Jesus.
Retrieve the treasures within. You'll need to take it back to a sanguine workbench located in major cities. If you die, the chest has an incredible...
Not mounted again, and also they look like they're moving kind of slow, but that could just be, you know, the way this is looking. The cinema.
If someone finds you, it might just be the end of your treasure. However, even if you do lose it, keep in mind that that chest looter will now enhance...
And look, they don't mount either.
...your no retreat as well, giving you ample opportunity to chase him down and steal it back. If you can successfully grab the chest and return to a city, the spoils are yours to keep. To unlock a bloodbound chest, you'll need to upgrade your cache key with a bloody essence. Bloody essences are a material dropped only from monsters in Tier 3.
So if you have this chest... Wait. So what, like, okay... I'd be very curious to know.
Zones.
If you bring the chest back, but you don't have the bloody essence, are you just going to walk around with this unable to Hearthstone debuff on you?
Using them, you can upgrade hidden cache keys to unlock blood-bound chests. Using them and a sanguine workbench located in major cities, you can unlock the bloodbound chest and obtain the heroic blood-forged gear with it. Bloodbound chests give heroes a clear path to obtaining heroic blood-forged gear. They also
no mount again, so maybe you just can't mount.
As soon as a new tier arrives, which circumvents the
but surely you can travel for him.
Tier 3 zones.
Hot PvP action, causing lots of sweat, I'm sure.
Bloodbound chests are another exciting way to gain loot, experience thrills, and engage in high-risk PvP. With all of these changes, tier zones, material events, notorious monsters, mercenary mode, and more, high risk will be more meaningful and more engaging than ever before.
Okay.
Season 8 is Ascension's biggest season ever. The stage is set.
What we'll see on the high risk. Tell me what you guys think about high risk from last season down below. Like, do y'all think this is gonna fix your grievances with it? I know that I watched a what's he called? A McDoubles video, and he was very unhappy with how high risk was, but I have not heard anyone else really discussing it. I think it's got some issues. I don't know if these will fix it though. But anyway, high risk stuff aside, very exciting. Of course, I'm particularly excited for these world these like world enchants, these things. I want that Arugula one. This will be very interesting. But anyway, that's all for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, comment down below, subscribe, enter the giveaway for the supporter chest or whatever they call it, the big one for this season. Okay. And yeah, we'll definitely get some guides out for this season. You know, take a look at things. You know, unlike some people, I will tell you everything. At least everything that I know. Okay, we'll try to get all this information. And like I said, Ascension community. If you guys find where some of these drop and you don't tell anybody and you're like, hee, it's my little secret, I swear. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.
War is a chance to discover something.